All right, y'all. So look, as promised, here I am. So I am here to talk about the update of the century. The DOJ reached out to me. Okay, crazy stuff, crazy stuff. In regards to the Bint um, case. Okay, so both of them have never went to trial because both of them pled guilty. Lashonda and Marlon Moore both pled guilty to one count of money laundering on January 16th. And obviously, they're both going to be sentenced on a later date. Marlon Moore has got his sentencing date, and that's September 30th. And so, right now, what they're trying to do is gather more information from the victims and for victims to be able to give their 2 cents or 10 cents or whatever. So this is how the email looks. So in your email, as of yesterday, you should have received an email from the DOJ. You should have received an email. All right. And it's gonna go something like this. In the blacked out is my name or whatever. And that's their phone number to the fraud division or whatever, if you want to call the fraud division, right there on the screen. I'm gonna read it out. It's 188 549 549 3945. So yeah, that's the docket and case number if you want to keep up with it. On the federal website, you just punch that in and it'll pull up a bunch of information. And then it's the victim notification system. Now, I know a lot of you are wondering, oh my God, but I was actually scammed. Where's my money? I want my money back. In the state that you live in, you need to contact your attorney general. Okay. In the state that you live in, you need to contact the attorney general's office because there's been funds set up and set aside for you to get some level of restitution. All right. Your attorney general's office. So look that up for whatever state you live in, and that's how that's going to go. Now, when you get that email, all right, because I'm trying to be fast and informative here. When you get this email, what you have to do is you then have to call the number at the bottom. Now, at the bottom of the email, the number is, and I want to make sure you guys have that, and I give you guys the correct number. Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, so it's this number. So y'all ready? I always got to double check. It is 866 625 1631. All right, that's the number you're going to call. 866 625 1631. Like, even if you can't find, you know what I'm saying? Even if you can't find find that email, right? If you call this number, they'll let you know if you were included. And if you weren't included and you want to be included, call the number. They'll hook you up with an account. They'll give you a PIN. And they'll give you a PIN and an access ID or whatever. Yeah, an access ID. Give you a PIN. They give you the access ID. You go to the website in which is pictured below. You fill out some forms. You send it to them. Obviously, in normal situations they would call you back, but because they pled guilty, right, to the money laundering, they're probably not going to call you because they just need the impact statements so you can. So basically, it gives them a harsher punishment. Now, here's the kicker. All right, and they sent this out to 10,000 people. Okay, some people I checked. My boy Chris, hey, my boy, I checked for you. You're on the list. Call them peoples. And I checked for a couple other people. Y'all are on the list. Like, call them. So how did they? Now I know some of y'all are wondering how did they get everybody's information like that. So they had a website that had people's information in there, the Blessings in No Time's website, and then they also had the band app, and they had people's information in there. Now, why am I advocating for it? Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's snitching, blah, blah, blah. Look, I have a staunch hatred for people that do crimes against old people. There's a lot of old people that were bamboozled in this. I can't. I don't like it. If you bamboozle old people, if you're bamboozling your own community, like black people, you're bamboozling us. I am not fooling with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I don't like that. And then also, if you're doing that to younger people, like if you just manage to like get over on one adult, it's like it's like whatever. You know what I'm saying? If they get you, they get you. But when you're doing this to old people, I just can't. I'm like, bro, why did you do that? Why are you guiding it under the guise of it's a blessing from God? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? That's insane. But again, reach out to your attorney general's office, especially if you live in Texas and Arkansas, because both funds have been properly set up. Now, if you live in like Louisiana or a couple of the other states, like I don't know, and it kind of was far reaching. It was low key global a little bit. Just make sure you tap in and you find out what happened, and if you can get your money. Like I cannot stress that enough. Attorney General's office, reach out to them about the fund. If the Attorney General's office somehow does not have the money, I know if you reach out to the district attorney's office, well, the district attorney is for the federal stuff, but I know for each state there was a fund set up. I'm pretty sure. I read it off in my last video coverage. This will be added to the list. I thought I did my final update a long time ago, but there's always more. But obviously, he's going to get sentenced at the end of the month. It's pretty much a wrap for him. He's still doing. Marlon Moore is at least he DJ ASAP. He's still doing performances and shows like everything is normal, and I find that to be very odd. And I'm just like, what about these people? Are y'all gonna pay them back? Yeah, but that's about it, man. Listen, and I do want to add this small caveat, right? Everybody that was involved in that, right? Y'all remember seeing those celebrities, right? Those celebrities got money out. Like their boards were like moving to the top. They were getting favorable treatment. What happened with those celebrities? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. I'm not trying to rain on anybody's parade. I'm not gonna dry snitch here and say who I remember, because I vividly remember two actresses, two of y'all. Okay, some of y'all were in both of y'all were in really big shows as far as black people are concerned. Really big shows. I mean, one BET, one Stars, and yeah, I just wonder. How were you able to get away without nothing? You just take the money and run while being on a hit show. How did you manage that? How? DOJ didn't reach out to you. FBI didn't reach out to you. State persecutors, they didn't reach out to you. Huh? Huh? No? 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 Not at all. Okay. All right. All right. Anyway, that's my time. That's my video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. I will do another video on September 30th. Well, not September 30th. October, let's say October 1st, right? Because obviously he has to be sentenced. Once his sentence is actually given out, I'll do another video and I'll put that out the next day. So that's be your next update. I gotta look into Lashonda and see what's going on there, because I don't like I quickly was looking around and I'm just like, I don't see any updates, public facing updates. But yeah, so it looks like they're starting with him and then they're gonna do her. So yeah, we'll see what's going on. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. I'm out. Peace. Like, comment,